In the past, we've had other mayors as well guessing in the show. Quite a number of them have been high-profile mayors doing high-profile activities. In your case, it seems to be you seem to be a very low-profile mayor, but yet you claim to have already done what other mayors have not. That is to clear the roads of obstructions. How did you do this?
At the, at the outset, ab initio, actually, we have cleared already the roads of Marikina of any obstructions, even during the time of Mayor Bayani Fernando. And in the past, the real challenge for us is really how to sustain an obstruction-free roadways, making people to understand really the importance of public space, to understand the character and definition of a public space. It's about liberties, individual liberties, where one's exercise of individual liberty will be limited at the beginning of the other people's liberty. Yeah. So we made that very clear. We set a demarcation for people where they could fully exercise one's liberty, but once in their property line, inside their dwellings. But once they set their foot on the sidewalk, and that's the demarcation line.
Parang your
That's
rights
a public
end
domain.
where the rights of other people,
Yeah, correct.
other people
Yeah,
begin.
correct. Correct. Yeah, that's the idea, really. Explain to them that you might have your rights, but it has a limit. And the limit of this is that the rights of others.
Pero mahirap paliwanag yan.
Hindi lang yun. I'm sure it must have taken some time for people to actually
Yeah, true.
accept the philosophy.
It's
no?
a function of education, really, of how to explain to the people. So we explain this in schools. We do when we do political caucuses, instead of explaining other things to the people of political in nature, we will explain about social order, public order, the importance of having a clear sidewalk, on which it's a premise development could come after. When we clear the sidewalks of street vendors, we acknowledge the fact that it's not a simple case of public order. It's an economic problem, actually.
Yes.
It's an economic problem. So what we did is that we put an alternative area for them where they could practice their enterprise.
Silverware. So.
Yeah. We have a very small public market then. What we did is, through legislation, we converted some of the private areas within the zone as a public market zone. So we asked people for their properties if they would like to convert it into a small talipapa to be part of the public market.
Sino
So
tong mga to?
Yan yung mga vendors.
Hindi.
Hindi.
Kasi
Who are
humingi
Private
nga.
owners.
Yeah,
owners.
private
So you're
owners.
asking them to
Properties.
donate it to the
No.
city?
We explained to them that there's an opportunity for them for economic enterprise. So we provide some incentives for them.
So binabayaran
we-
sila.
We reclassify their properties
I
from a
see.
residential
To commercial.
I see.
Makapag-lease.
And
yes.
ultimately, you
Release
created,
sila.
ilang telepapa po ang naibunga niyan?
No, actually, if you go to Marikina, you will see there we have a 2,000 square meter public market.
Ito yung palengke.
But when we
Medyo
legislated to declare the adjoining areas
Okay.
as a public market zone, we're able to create almost a hectare area.
So
one
this is-
hectare area
Okay.
for public as a public market zone.
Oh, that's big.
call
So
it a
it's,
public
it's,
market.
it's one contiguous area.
Contiguous area,
I see.
and we supported it with infrastructure, of course.
When did this start happening? Because you can't do this overnight.
Yeah, no, that's not
You were
possible.
saying panahon pa ni Bayani Fernando?
Yes, 20 years ago,
Yep.
10 years ago, and
Yes.
we keep on sustaining the activities in the said area. We regulate where the bagsakan area will be, where the vendors where the porters will station themselves.
Yeah.
So we put some regulations in the area.